What's up, y'all? LBM here. So before this video starts, I do want to point out that there is a lot of glitching on my side throughout this review with like the audio. So I do want to apologize for that. So I highly recommend that you guys turn on closed captions. I was gonna like add captions into like the video, like like in the editing parts, but I don't know if you guys would have liked me just adding like the big like text, whatever there. So I think closed captioning would work a bit better. So highly recommend you guys put that on so you understand what I'm saying, because my audio does cut out quite a lot throughout the review, which is annoying, but again, there are the captions, so recommend putting those on if you want to understand what I'm saying throughout like 90% of this review. But yeah, so yeah, just wanted to recommend that. And it is clean. I am going to go through, obviously I'm doing this talking in real times. I am going to go through like the editing thing in YouTube Studio and like make sure all the captions are like correct with what I'm saying. So yeah, should be good to go. So yeah, again, highly recommend you guys put on closed captions for this video because my side of the audio is pretty glitchy. So yeah, but anyway, hope you all enjoy me and my best friend LW's review of the SSU. Hello everyone, it's me LBM. I'm with LwFTW. This is our second attempt at an intro.
They are not going to see the first, but yeah, anyway, we're talking about the SSU, right?
Yeah, the SSU, the Sony Spider-Man universe, previously known as Spunk. But now the Sony Spider-Man universe, which is funny because we're Spidey.
Yeah, they don't have Spider-Man in their Spider-Man universe.
No, Matt Webb, remember Ezekiel Sins?
I suppose. We're starting with Venom, right? You want
Webb
to
and
start
Morbius.
with Madam Web and go backwards.
No, let's go the right way.
Okay.
First movie we'll talk about is Venom from 2018, starring Tom freaking Hardy.
Okay, so where would you rank it in like your top, in your ranking? Like, would it be 1, 2, 3, 4?
All right, see, this is hard because like you and I, we recently just rewatched both Venom movies,
Yeah.
and I was saying Venom was better, but I don't know, they're kind of on par for me. I mean, I will say, I don't think this movie is terrible. I think spoiler alert, both Venoms are the best of this universe easily. But
Sure.
I mean, this movie's fun. I mean, I don't, I don't know how to explain it. Like, okay, look, Eddie and Venom are funny together in both these movies, but in this movie specifically, of course. Uh, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you got riots, just a fine, whatever.
Oh yes, right. It's so cool.
I was trying to be nice, but he's whatever.
Yeah, so sorry for interrupting. Get back to your.
Uh, okay. I mean, you know, I will say the best character in this movie is Dan. I love Dan, right?
Sure.
That's one. That might be the one thing keeping the sequel beneath this one is that Dan isn't in the sequel as much.
But Dan's
So,
funnier in the sequel.
but he's not. He needs to be more in it. This is his movie, not Venom.
What if they made a Dan movie?
Yeah, that would be good. Don't make a Madam Web or Morbius or Spider-Man 2099 movie. Make a Dan movie.
Dr. Dan, the movie.
Yeah, I should do that. But uh, anyway, yeah. So Venom 1, it's fine. I think it's and Venom makes. I think Venom, out of all the characters they've done, he makes the most sense to make a movie out of, even without Spidey. But yeah, it's fine. So 1 or 2, I'll decide later.
For me, I'd say, I agree with a lot of your stuff. Their relationship is funny. Dan is cool. Riot fucking sucks though. I don't like Riot. Um, the CGI in that final battle is very weird because like they mesh together almost because gray and black is a weird color combination that because they like morph into each other sometimes, and you can't really tell what's going on between the two of them, which one's where. And it's kind of confusing. That's one of my big complaints, though. And like the first half hour of the movie drags, but like it does pick up steam once Venom and Eddie bond and the two of them start their relationship. It gets a lot more funny there and a lot more entertaining, but that first half is a little, that first like 20-30 minutes is a little shaky. And like it's so goofy that Riot takes like the symbiote for Riot takes like 6 months to
Oh,
get
yeah.
to America.
He's stuck with like the same person
Yeah.
at 6
And then
months.
bonds to a random little girl that is conveniently going to San Francisco. But anyway, for me, this one ranks in third. I,
Third.
it's funny, but I don't love this one, and I think some of the other ones are more fun.
Yeah, it's a fine enough start to this universe. Okay. Now, on to the next one. Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
Better.
In 2021. Yeah. Okay. So, I think we already know how you feel based off that. Okay, I will say there's a lot that's better in this movie. I think the directing is a lot better. What the hell is going on in the background? Okay, anyway. Yeah, no, I think the directing's a lot better in this one. You know, Andy Serkis did pretty good.
Yeah.
And I liked Carnage. He was solid. I think, I don't want to be bad guy, but I think this would have been better if it was rated R.
They weren't. There's no way they were going to let a Venom movie be rated R, especially after the first one made so much money.
Yeah, but still, he was fine for what I still don't. I've been complaining about this since the movie, and I still will. I don't get Carnage's motivation towards wanting to kill Venom,
I don't really either, but
and
it's Woody Harrelson delivering it, so I'm fine with it.
how like Carnage and
Cletus.
Cletus, yes, or how they're separate entities.
Yeah, it's a little lame. It would have been cool if they're just one like they are in the comics, but
Then you got Reek, which was fine. She was kind of there.
forgettable.
Uh,
Cop guy.
Cop guy, yep, and no. Remember that tease at the end with him? Aren't you?
Where he has a symbiote now.
Yep. Now we know the villain for the next movie because we can't have Spidey fight him. Oh yeah, Venom and Eddie are a lot more funny than this. They're a lot more, you know, of a couple.
And they're actually bonded together from the jump this time, which means there's in that weird starting period.
Oh yep. So we get a lot more time here with them just yelling at each other, loving each other. It's a whole thing. Uh, then, then Venom would come out actually. With that one,
Yeah,
with that,
come out of the Eddie closet. This movie is so gay. I love it.
and then they go on a date towards the end, which is pretty wholesome, or on a honeymoon. Whatever.
And don't they like say that they love each other or something?
They imply it, I think. Who knows? Maybe in Venom: The Last Dance, they'll full on say it.
They're gonna make out at the end of that one.
Yeah, imagine Venom's tongue
Tom
all
Hardy
over.
making out with himself.
Imagine Venom's tongue all over Eddie's face. What make? Uh, like I said, Dan isn't in this as much, but he's still funny, and Anne is fine. I guess. Also, just whatever. Uh, I do like how they haven't been forcing them back together, her and Eddie.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be something pretty cliche, but no, they've just been friends. I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
But
what I
yeah,
call the 2018 sequel to 2015 blockbuster effect of them breaking up in the first movie just to get together again. With the examples being the 2015 Ant-Man and Jurassic World sequels in 2018 Ant-Man and the Wasp and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
nope. And I don't know. This might be better than the first, honestly. Now that I'm thinking more about it, but because yeah, it's pretty just dumb fun. That's what both these movies are, really. And we can't forget that amazing post-credit scene. Am I right? That led
Ah,
to
yes, the post-credits
that.
scene that went nowhere.
Now I went somewhere that just where I went to was taken away immediately.
His scene in No Way Home is the best scene in the whole fucking movie. I think you covered up most of what I wanted to say. So if you got anything else to say, or it's my number 2 ranking, and then yeah, you finish it up.
Yeah, probably number one, honestly. So Venom 2, number one. Good job. All right, now on to the big one, the one that really got people talking about this whole universe, Morbius. Y'all know LW here.
Fucking sucks
LW, no, you watched it a month straight. Remember?
so bad.
That was funny times. Anyways, yeah, Morbius, the with the new Marvel Legend. It was something. Okay, honestly though, going into it, I was curious. I thought the trailers were actually pretty solid. I was looking forward to it, but then, yeah, I mean, you got Jared Leto. Who doesn't love Jared Leto? You love Jared Leto, don't you?
No,
Come on, what's better, Morbius or Joker? Huh?
Joker, easy.
You think he's better at Joker?
Yeah,
Uh, hot
and he
take.
sucks as Joker too.
I'm trying to. I don't know what to say about this. Is bad. It is so
Okay, then I'll take it over for this one, I guess.
bad. You go.
Um, for those who don't know my history with this one, I had to watch this movie every day for a month. Uh, Going into the movie, I was not at all excited when I saw it opening night. I knew this movie was going to be complete garbage. I hate Jared Leto. Um, I knew Spider-Man wasn't going to be in this movie.
Oh yeah,
Um,
gotta talk about that.
and just overall, going in, I had this fucking sixth sense telling me this movie was going to be bad. But Jesus Christ, even I was not able to predict how bad this movie was. It's not even funny bad, it's just terrible. Um,
It was
Nothing
a.
interesting happens at all outside of like when they're kids and when Milo does the weird like fucking sexy dance. Have sex, XA. And then like when the kids are like talking about all that shit at first and he just fucking calls him Milo, even though that's not his name because he keeps calling these kids Milo for some reason, and the name just sticks to when he's an adult. Oh,
Yup.
and also like Morbius turns down a Nobel Peace Prize
Yeah. Who wants?
because he's too cool for it.
Yeah. Who wants that? I wouldn't want that.
But yeah, and then yeah, Jared Leto is terrible in this movie. Tyrese Gibson is bad. I remember him posting over social media that was like some fucking masterpiece. And that big image on Instagram where it said sold out over it, and you could tell there were empty seats all over the place. Matt Smith is like the only good one in this movie because he's funny and he seemed to be aware the movie was bad and just rolled with it. But then like the cinematography is not all that interesting. The VFX are inconsistent. The story is basic as shit and it takes no new spins whatsoever. All it does
The
is
edit.
retread the same material that's been done in plenty of these live action origin superhero movies. And
The
yeah,
editing.
it makes a straight up villain into a hero.
Yup.
Like, yes, this guy who eats people is
Yeah.
now a good guy. And then, oh my god, the end credit scenes are so bad. They are written by toddlers, it feels like. The characters
Well,
all talk in this super weird way. Um, Michael Keaton's Vulture is somehow teleported to a different universe. And
yeah.
then he meets up with Morbius, who we don't know how he contacted, to say that he's there because of Spider-Man somehow, and Morbius just automatically knows who this is, even though there's no evidence Spider-Man even exists in this universe. Anyway, this one's the worst movie in this universe easily. Like it's not close. It's truly terrible. It's the only one I don't get any enjoyment out of in this whole series.
Yeah. No. That. Also, some of the editing is pretty bad too.
Oh yeah.
That end credit scene. How can you not love it? It had Vulture from the MCU.
And then also for references to these movies, there's also a scene where fucking Morbius says, "I am Venom." Like, even though Venom is in San Francisco, not New York, and
I don't
also
know,
isn't like a massive known entity in San Francisco, even.
okay, no, I hated more so how that. Remember in the trailer they actually treated it like a joke.
Yeah.
You're like, I am Venom. I'm kidding. I'm Michael Moore, but in the movie he actually says it like seriously.
Yeah, it's a, oh no, I'm actually Dr. Michael Morbius.
That would have that's not saying that would have been a good joke, but it would have been better than just I don't know. That was but then yeah, the end credit was kind of weird. How
Yeah.
they can go all like, oh, No Way Home took him there, but it's like no, what? And why would Vulture think that it was there's millions of other heroes in the MCU. I know Spidey was one you fought, but that doesn't mean it was him. And also, how did he get that whole outfit, new outfits?
Yeah, he popped up in a jail,
Yeah, then they let him go. He just went out and made a new one with some sort of Stark type of tech.
even though
And
Stark doesn't exist in this universe.
what? No, what are you talking about? They've never said that. That doesn't mean he doesn't exist.
Well, we know legally he doesn't exist in this universe.
But yeah, Morbius, yeah, definitely number 4 for the worst.
Yeah, not even close.
All right, now on to Madam Web. Now, okay, Madam Web. Technically, you remember this? They said it's not canon, that it's like its own thing.
Ah, yeah, totally.
But
That's totally real.
come on, they 100% went into this movie with the intention of it being canon.
Yeah,
But so we're gonna count it as part of this. So yeah, Madam Web, the latest film in the SSU. Yeah, it came out. It was it was something. It came out. That's something I think for all these movies is that there was just something. But Madam Web, that was it was like Morbius, but either worse or in par, you could say. And that's a movie LW is now binging for the next month. How's that
Madam
going?
Web is
Yep.
goated.
Yeah,
Best movie in the universe.
LW's been saying it came out. I know that they don't think that.
I think that
No, we don't.
this movie is funny.
No, we
It's
don't
got
think.
fun directing.
No.
Uh, the camera style is crazy.
Yeah, now you're
The
really lying.
editing is bizarre.
Yeah,
Um, the
it's not for.
performances are all over the place.
You're not. You're technically not wrong.
Uh, the writing is off the walls.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The CGI is hilarious.
Yeah.
The villain makes some really wacky decisions.
Yep. Like jump at a car, or that car, that one that towards the end
Yep.
of the truck. He
Yeah,
just
you'll have to
jumped
put
up.
that clip in.
Wait. Ay, ay, ay. What the hell?
All that just adds up to a movie I love. It is
Uh-huh.
just like your early to mid 2000 superhero movies that rode off the back of the original Spider-Man, which ironically enough, even though it's 20 years later, this movie's doing the exact same. And um, it's just a blast. A lot of people I know said it was worse than Morbius, but I don't know. I found it to be really fun and charming. Like if you can look past how weird the movie gets with some of its style choices, it's just really entertaining. And honestly, one of the things that
Ugh.
shocked me the most is I did not mind the pacing at all. I thought it went by really quick. Even though it's the longest of these movies, it felt like the shortest. I actually thought it went by really fast. So anyway, yeah, I found like like you said, the villain makes some really goofy choices, like I said and you said. The villain is very funny. Like he has that weird ass Tommy Wiseau accent where it's like out of nowhere. I like it's a really weird one, and it's very funny, and it's like instantly memorable because it's just so out of this world. Um, but then like all the other actresses are actually pretty solid for the most part. I think Sweeney misses with some deliveries, and Celeste O'Connor also doesn't deliver all of hers greatly. But I thought Isabella Merced and
Yeah,
Dakota Johnson were both pretty solid, actually.
Isabella was the best.
I thought her and Dakota were both pretty good. And then like otherwise, this movie having blatant Pepsi advertising all over is so goofy.
Dude, I
Um,
love Pepsi. Told me.
like there's the Pepsi sign that is a vital part of the final battle. Like a letter of the Pepsi sign literally kills the final bad guy, which is hilarious. There's all these early 2000s songs all over the place, like Britney Spears' "Toxic" to remind you the year this movie takes place in.
Yup.
Um, and then there's just some there, yeah, like I said, there's just some really funny editing choices. Shots will be really crazy and stuff and they don't line up well, but they still have them back to back 'cause that's just how the movie's edited. And something with the camera is they like to spin the camera a lot. There's quite a few times throughout the movie where the camera just spins and does a full 360. They did a lot with the camera, and it's very fun. Like, I don't know. Like I said, a lot of people didn't like this movie as much as Morbius, and I've seen that a lot. But I personally thought this one was a lot more fun. I thought there was a lot more to enjoy about this one. It's just very entertaining. The pacing's solid. It's actually entertaining throughout like almost the whole time. Like I didn't realize till watching it at home, it takes over half an hour of the movie to get to the big train sequence where all like the main characters find each other.
Huh.
And I was like, wow, really? I wouldn't have thought that would have been this far into the movie. I do think
Yeah.
it loses a little bit of its luster in the pacing in the final half an hour or so, but overall, I think it's solidly paced, and I just found it to be a ton of fun. Now, is it a perfect movie? No, it has problems, but it's my number one. Honestly, I found it to be very enjoyable. Now, I mean, we'll see
It
how I
is not.
feel about it after I've watched it for a month.
It is not
But
your number one.
yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, it's my number one.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
I don't believe it. You just say that because you want to be different.
no.
Oh, okay.
If I wanted to be so different, I would have given Morbius a 5.
Well, you know that one. No one can be different on that one.
I've seen people give it a 5-star.
Well, gross. Anyway, yeah. I don't know. Okay, I agree. I don't think this is as bad as Morbius. Uh, I mean, I can kind of see why people would think that, but I don't think it's.
I
I
thought
think
we were
it's.
just saying they're on the same level.
No, I'll say no. And that's how most people saw them. That's what I meant. It was either on the same level or or worse than Morbius. But I don't think it's as bad as Morbius. I think it's better, but it has its problems. Like you said, the editing for a lot of scenes, right off the bat, with that one scene in the forest with the spider person jumping from the trees.
That's an example of the CGI too.
Well, yeah, but
And
still,
and the spider in the opening scene in the Amazon also that's in that jar.
yeah.
Like you can tell that fucker is not in that jar.
Also, that woman, Madam Web's mom, she was pretty rude in the opening. You can see why Ezekiel Sims wanted to kill her. She was just being rude. Like, and then I mean, yeah, the cast was. I kind of like the chemistry they had with each other. I thought it was fine. I think the guy that plays Ezekiel Sims did so bad. It made me so sad because I was so excited for that character going into it. But I mean, at least he didn't say. He basically didn't say anything when he was in costume, unless he had his mask on,
I
like
need
towards the
to
very.
kill these 10-year-old girls or these girls 10 years in the past just to make sure they don't kill me in the future even though they're teenage girls who can't do shit.
Just move away.
Just don't move into a building that has like a bajillion floors.
Higher if it's 10 years in the future. Okay, or wait, no, never. I was gonna say higher Venom and Morbius, but that's not till like 20 years later. Damn it.
Live in a single floor flat that doesn't have a drop off.
Or when the day comes, make sure to wear your spider costume that you already have. That could help out.
How would
I mean,
how would that help out?
I was about to say, because then even if he had that on, he would still die from getting kicked out the window, like how.
He can die from fall damage anyway with the suit on.
And also all the like, I seriously hated all the like stubble Spider-Man references they tried doing.
He's
Like,
like
you know,
a
like
spider person.
yup. And you got Uncle Ben. It's like, what? Uncle Ben? And oh, Uncle Ben's dating someone. What's her name? And
And
just doesn't.
he's so excited about being an uncle because he has all the fun and none of the responsibility. But that's only what he thinks.
Oh, yep, he's good. And I can't do nothing. It's his canyon events. So stupid. And then I was also so sad and spend more time in the costumes. I mean, we kind of knew that going in, but I thought at least they would maybe suit up towards like the final battle. But nope. Just
Yeah, they don't have their powers besides in flash forwards.
oh yeah, they never explain that either. How they get their powers?
From
It just
Madam
happened.
Web 2.
Oh yep, that's happening. You know, I actually like some of their costumes. I mean, Madam Web's was, you know, the one thing. Yeah, it's funny. The one thing I think they should have done with Madam Web's, even if we didn't see it for too long, was give her the red blindfold. But then I remembered it was 50 Shades of Grey.
But,
Or 50 Shades of Grey.
remember how the suit leaked on like fucking juice bottles?
Yeah. But dude, remember in 50 Shades of Grey,
Oh
she
my
has a
God.
red.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all, we watched that. Man, we should do a video on that sometime.
No.
Because that trilogy just shocked us.
But anyway, let's get back on topic.
Oh, I want to talk about 50 Shades. Honestly, that'd be a way more fun video. Okay,
Womp
fine, whenever.
womp, too late.
But still, there's an example. Just a small example. You know, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, you should go watch that trilogy. Actually, not unless you're old enough. Anyway, yeah, Madam Web. It's a movie. Yeah. So if I had to rank it, I would put it at number 3, just below the Venoms, above Morbius. Definitely not as bad as Morbius, I think, but you know, it's not great either. Any other final words on Madam Web?
Nope, we can get to the rankings now to like recapping.
My ranking, I put it on screen. You know, Morbius, Madam Web, Venom, and Venom Let There Be Carnage. And then for you,
My ranking would be Morbius and Dead Last. Fucking sucks. And then Madam Web, or no, I'm not lying. I'm thinking
oh no,
first.
fucking cock,
Okay, no,
fucking caught
I,
you.
I'm
I
gonna
knew
be
it.
real. Okay, fine. I'll give you my real ranking. Number 3 is Venom 1. Venom 1, like I said, that first half hour drags it down. Madam Web is number 2.
Mm,
Madam Web, like I said, I enjoyed a lot. But if I have to be super real about my ranking, Venom 2 is better as a movie. But Madam Web is the one I get the most entertainment out of, and that's the main way I rank the SSU, so I do put it in first, but if you're gonna force me to do it in a fucking quality way, it's number 2. And then number 1 in a quality ranking would be Venom Let There Be Carnage, just generally has the most interesting villain of the bunch. I would say the clearest action of the whole set of movies. Just overall, it's the most like genuine. It's like the closest to being an actual good movie.
Yep. Right. Yep. There's our rankings and thoughts on the SSU movies. So, yeah, this universe as a whole is not that good. I mean, you know, supposedly they are going to just end this whole universe. Because of Madam Web and Morbius.
Until they need
So
money until they need to keep the rights going with more movies, and then they'll do more.
Yeah, and we'll see how Craven and Venom 3 do.
Man, I can't wait for Craven. That movie's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be bad, but it's gonna be fun.
See, that's a character I love and I want to be excited for, but it's like, I'm just not. I have more hopes for Venom 3 or Venom The Last Dance, as it's
Venom:
now
The
called.
Last Dance is gonna be a 10.
I'm
It's
sure,
gonna be the Citizen Kane of superhero movies.
I'm sure that one will
Endgame
be.
who? Infinity War what? The Batman where?
Whatever. Alright, but we'll see how those goes. Hey, you know what? I'm sure Venom 3 will do well, but let's say Craven also does well. Could this lead to El Morite? Or Morite? I don't even know how to say the fucking character's name.
Maybe. I don't know.
But, yep. Alright, so that's our thoughts on the SSU, unless you have anything else to say on the whole thing.
Phantom Web is fun to watch. I recommend checking it out because it's fun.
You know what? I'd recommend watching it over Morbius. So, I'll give it
Funny
that.
movie.
Yep, but alright, I guess that does it. Be sure to subscribe to LW. Link in the description. They're gonna be uploading every single day.
Nope.
Eh,
Like once
Sad.
a year.
One day. One day.
One day
You
a
should go back.
year.
No. You should go back to weekly. How about that? Whatever. Well, still, you can find the channel in the description. We'll have plenty more videos soon, isn't it right? Like our next gaming video.
Maybe eventually. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
My friend and I play ...
Any suggestions can go in like the comments, I guess, if you guys made it this far.
Oh yes, please. You know, I think the fans love us. You know, love our interaction and just our friendship. But yes, let us know in the comments. And yeah, that does it. Thank you all for watching. Bye.
Peace out.
Now you said my thing.